Empire versus Unique, Extremum versus Tempo. I can't say that name properly. Bait versus Five Comrades, and then of course the last one, Four Zoomers versus Pace University. So hopefully we can see these guys buck the trend. And as you mentioned, known names. These guys are good. They know how to play Dota. And I think that there's going to be. I think we're going to go the distance.
Yeah, I see about 2.4x odds on Brazil, and then 1.4 for Beast Coast, according to our sponsor, EGV.com.
What a guy.
So there you go. That's pretty even compared to some of the other odds we've been served.
Definitely. And again, this is just the early opening rounds of the Americas League. You know, we're working our way through these group stages. This is, of course, Group B, where these two teams, I think, are ones that I personally would kind of favor to be up towards the top. Thunder Predator, obviously, is one of the other big ones. I haven't been seeing as much great stuff from Infamous lately, but, of course, they're also pretty solid. So we'll see how this Group B works out. But these are two teams that you would definitely expect to be in contention for those top two spots.
All right, well, now let's see heroes here. The Mirana, heavy magic damage, very mobile, position 4, position 2. It has a little bit of flexibility going there. I mean, what should we assume? We have a Tiny and a Mirana. I guess I assume the Tiny is probably the support, since it is 10th pick for Beast Coast. It seems unlikely you'd want to, like, send yourself into a Tiny mid. As good as, like, some people find the hero to be, I don't know if he's, like, that value right now.
Yeah, it's interesting too because it's against a Spectre Necrophos, right? Which are sort of like weird heroes to be ganking. And now they pick another tanky ass boy in the Earth Spirit. Like all three of those heroes kind of have trouble killing them off for various reasons, and they're all different reasons. I guess Necro's probably the easiest one for Tiny to kill if he was a core.
Yeah, lots of magic burst potential here. Remaining. So. Yeah, I kind of like the Tiny support in the Mirana core. But, we shall see what happens. Beast Coast have been very into the Tiny. If you look at the last few drafts, they have been like Tiny first. Then they just kind of went off on the Tiny for a little bit, and then like Tiny first. Like they have been picking it a lot in the first phase, which might also be why Brazil felt a little pressured to grab it. We don't really have a ton of info on these guys because they don't really have any matches, I don't think, as this roster that I could find.
Dire team back.
Well, it's interesting, though. Tiny, right now, looking at it, Team Brazil, or across all of the Omega League, it's actually the most picked hero right now, 97 matches across all regions. Crystal Maiden, not so much. 4 picks, but does have a 50% win rate, so it's at least winning some games.
Atta-girl.
That's not great. It's a very different style of drafts, both of these teams, right? Like, one is very like, we're going to get up in your face and just brawl, you know? And then Team Brazil is like, we're going to kind of poke and prod and find some pickoffs maybe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they need like some crazy Sven or something. I don't know. Like something that's going to get Alacrity to be a huge monster. I like the Faceless Void ban. Slark is still in as well. There's a Necrophos, but I mean, dear Slark.
Team pick.
They'll be on the gyro.
Okay. Yeah, that Void pick would have been nice. That would have been like everything.
Yeah.
But obviously just takes that out of the pool.
Yeah, it's looking a little awkward, huh?
Yeah. Maybe like
Costabile. Okay, Costabile, Terrorblade. Costabile.
PL?
I mean, AM, that's another one of his big heroes. Yeah, PL, not bad.
Into Silver Edge, maybe, or something?
I don't know if that hero's good right now, though. I can't say I'm feeling too hot on the old PL.
Yeah. He's a scared little kitty sometimes. Just doesn't end up doing enough. God, what's left?
Radiant team pick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good for the lane, right? Assuming this is a 3 Necro with the Earth Spirit. I mean, they might switch it up now, because like Necro tends to like actually punish by putting the damage over time, and it's gonna be an Invoker mid anyway. Although Invoker mid's probably pretty good versus Necros too, because you have the Dispel versus the Ghost Shroud.
Yeah, I could definitely see if you get out of these lanes okay, and like get those matchups that you want. This lineup from Team Brazil too, just sort of snowballing one after the other. Making moves around the map, and maybe that great equalizer being can they go high ground or what have you. But it has that feel.
They need a play around the map hero for sure right now for Beast Coast, though. Someone that will actually like make use of Scythe. It would be nice if someone else with Frost Armor, right? Like,
yeah.
like an Ember, but it would be Ember into Invoker, and then you don't really want to have the Frost Armor be like you don't want to rely on that when you're dealing with the Dispel from the Invoker.
Right.
So maybe you just go for
Lena or something.
Yeah, Lena stands out for like a Scythe helper. How catchable is Puck? Not like super catchable. I mean, you can phase shift while you're rooted, which is kind of weird, but
oh yeah,
that can be
I forgot
helpful.
about that.
Can't jaunt, but you can phase shift.
Tiny's like annoying and can blow you up, but I guess that's it. It's going to be support Tiny. We're assuming still at this point. Or do you like 3?
I think so. I don't know. I think I'd rather have a 3 Mirana. What am I laning into? A Lich and a Spectre? Yeah, I feel like I'd probably rather have a 3 Mirana. She can actually last it.
Well, and they can sort of trade off some amount of farm as well, I'm sure. Okay.
Choose your hero.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That hero's
I
still
need to
here.
think about Void Spirit. I really wanted something like an Ember. And it's a Chris Luck Void Spirit. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we've got, so it is going to be a Tavo Tiny. So Flea's going to be playing on the Mirana. Interesting picks all around. Do you like the response of the Void Spirit? We got double Spirit Bros on that squad. Do you think it works?
Yes, I like the Void Spirit. I'm trying to think about this Tiny. I'm just looking to see, like, because it looks like there's been, like, a little bit of offlane Tiny being played. Like, Whisper's been playing it, too, and he's kind of been crushing, so maybe there's something to this, you know?
Right. They're going to be going up against Hector up on that top lane, and then, maybe can sort of last hit more effectively. And then you did mention also the Juggernaut versus the Necrophos matchup. Team Brazil was able to get that. So kind of interesting. There's some possibilities here.
80R / 40R / Adrian, whatever you want to call him, Invoker.
Adrian.
I don't even know which way I go with him anymore. I used to always call him 40R, then I started calling him 80R, and now I just don't even know.
Just call him
like 40R.
Invoker. I like 40R more too.
I mean, I do want to respect the elite speak, though, when I can.
Yeah, it's fair.
It is a very boomer thing to do still, I feel like. I feel like the
Elite
elite
speak?
speak's fallen off.
Yeah, I don't think that people even know what it means anymore.
Probably not some of our younger viewers.
Like,
I'm talking to you out there.
yeah. Do you think Gunner knows what elite speak is? That's my
That's the real test.
Exactly.
The ultimate zoomer. Poor Gunner. At TI, you guys know Gunner was nameless at TI. He was constantly, we just called him the Zoomer. That's all Gunner was referred to. Anytime he walked in the room, he was just the Zoomer.
Well,
of course, he
embraced
started it
it
himself,
Yeah,
to be fair.
He was all about that. That was
Yeah, because
his
he kept
thing.
calling us a bunch of boomers.
Oh, God, it's good. It's really good.
I can't keep up with the slang anymore. That's how I know.
These guys are pretty young on these teams, too. Some of them.
Some of them are old. I don't even know. It's hard to tell. I just assume they're old because they've been there ever since I started watching. Then I find out they're still like 5 or 6 years younger than me, and I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Well, the Beast Coast team, I think, are a little bit younger. Some of them. Like, I feel like Chris Luck's pretty young.
Right,
He's a tall guy,
trivia. How old do you think Hector is?
Ooh, I want to say he's like 18.
19. Very good guess.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. He doesn't strike me as that young. Let's see. Chris Luck, no information. Very secretive.
Interesting. We got to get there, guys. We got to do the interview later.
We got Whisper, how old are you? He's also not listed. Schofield, we have a birthday for Schofield.
He's older.
No,
He
is older because I've been watching Schofield literally forever. But he's only 22.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
He's got ages to go in this. And
These
then
dudes.
Moose is just chilling.
Flea, I think, is like 26 or something too, right?
I don't know. Great question. Flea is not unknown.
Unknown. All these people. Well, we do have the early movements out here, as well as wonderful battle pass lines. This, it has made casting Dota so much harder just having those battle pass lines in the background.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also made it better in so many ways, but yeah.
I actually don't even talk for the first 30 seconds of most games. It's no point.
30 seconds
what are you gonna do? Just deal with it.
Costa Vile and Flea were both on that Demon Slayers roster that came second at the minor.
Oh, okay.
In 2019 Virtus.pro Alliance. That was pretty hype. Good on them, man.
I don't
a nice
remember
victory.
that. I'm sorry, guys.
Remember Demon Slayers? It was It was one of the minors where it was like Alliance because there was an NIP and Liquid, and it was like, oh, who's gonna do it? And then Liquid kind of, you know, choked hard and got 2-0'd by Demon Slayers. Ah,
Oh,
good
that
times.
does sound familiar. Yeah, I forgot about that. How could I forget?
Look how far Liquid have come.
Really though.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, well, welcome everybody. The game's starting. The lanes. Lane, Swaparino, Cappuccino. There's a Radiant Ward up top. It spots the Jug. The Necro is still coming this way. So that will be that lane. Please be looking for the big arrows. If they arrow the Lich, Stinger's rocking the 600 HP right now.
God.
Oh, hey. Has Stinger been playing a lot lately?
I'm not sure why.
Well, I know that Moose is still listed as being their player.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, it looks like Stinger's been in for like all of ESL too, so it's just
Yeah.
not updated.
That makes
Cool,
sense.
cool. Well, good, because he was on like a little breather.
Yeah. Well, some pretty good pressure here on the Tavo too. After thinking about going in, but secures the range creep instead. I really want to watch how this Crystal Maiden does in this game, because to me that feels like it's going to be a really interesting dynamic. Does keep her courier alive for the moment. Gonna move on over for Whisper, trying to get in range. Oh, she's so slow, but there's gonna be the root. Get the spin out afterwards. A little chase down there on the Mr. Whisper.
Yeah, just putting some punish on him while the Earth Spirit's gone.
Okay.
I saw him rotating off to the right. So the current meta for the Crystal Maiden is the max of the Frostbite. That's like the hot thing in the higher level pubs. Whereas before, the last I've seen was popular, everyone was all about Crystal Nova, because if you hit 2 heroes, it's busted. He maxed it out, 260 damage, 8-second cooldown. Holy moly. I'm not completely sold on the Frostbite. I definitely think there's games where it's really good, but I also think that it's still a like per game thing, not like Crystal Nova was, where it was like actually every game unless you were trying to kill an anti-mage.
So do you not take any points in Nova then? Is that what they've been seeing, and then just like maxing Arcane Aura and Frostbite?
Well, he's got 2 points, or 2 clarities and 2 mangoes, so he'll probably go like early points in Nova, maybe like 1-2 and then 1 back for the Arcane Aura. And I've also seen 1-1-1 a lot too.
Wow, that's crazy. That's so much mana usage. Yeah, I guess the 2 clarities and the mango, it makes sense for that.
Yeah, clarities are very good on Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't buy them because they're just like, oh, I'm Crystal Maiden, that's stupid. But like the first couple levels, they carry you really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why your spells are allowed to be kind of broken, is because you're really stupid and you got no int.
Well, and it also, I mean, it's the danger of getting him broken, but in this type of a lane in particular, it doesn't feel like it's as much of an issue. Pushing Costabile underneath the tower. Does have boots early on here, so should be perfectly fine.
Yeah, no Overvenom either, so not going to be able to force out a spin or something like that.
And with that, going to need to pass on over the salve, and KJ can just pop out that clarity yet again. Schofield probably going to look to break that. Might be a little bit tough. Did manage to actually get the pull off here, though. That's pretty nice. Okay.
Checking out this mid lane at the same time. Oh, Tiny's also getting very low. Tavo gets the TP out. Will survive. But mid lane looking pretty good so far for Chris Luck. Nice comeback on that last wave for 4DR. He was a little bit further behind, but he hit a good tornado to cancel and secure some last hits for himself.
Yeah, always tough when you're going up against a Quelling Blade as a Quaswex Invoker. But does have that null tally done right now, building into the urn, and then, boots afterwards. Just normal Quaswex Invoker stuff. He's going to be pulled in a little bit here. But the glyph comes out at the same time. Tornado. Some good damage.
I think he was trying to get the double onto the range creep, and maybe he just missed the angle. I'm not sure. Either way, he did miss the range creep because of it.
Up top has one more jump. Avalanche still chasing. Toss afterwards from Tavo. That's going to keep alive Flea. But Tavo is instead going to be the one that ends up going down.
And I felt like Tavo got stuck there like, oh, should I toss to you or should I toss back the other guy? And then just tossed him straight up. They had a ward too. I'm like 90% sure he could see the ledge. But good save either way, right? That's worth.
Yeah. I think so. So that's the first blood coming out about the 4-minute mark. So far, you can see down bottom, Spectre doing quite well. Juggernaut's up there as well, probably a little bit better, but not by a huge margin. And I guess that part of this, too, is that Flea's been able to get a bit more farm than you might otherwise have seen.
I thought Tavo's farm would be worse with the Lich and the Spectre. I thought they'd be able to bully him harder. It's like no armor, but like he's just doing this, drawing the tree, grabbing the wave, pulling it to the creep camp.
Right.
And then the Spectre wants to stay in the lane, and then what's the Lich supposed to do is like contest by himself, so then this forces the Spectre over, so they're kind of like trading mid-farm.
Wow. And they're going to try and commit for this kill here. Also, bounty runes coming up at the same time. Tavo able to bottle the bounty rune, and the arrow gonna land. That keeps him alive. Flea gonna need to jump up to the high ground here in a moment, most likely. Gets himself the other rune. And just like that, they're fine here.
Hector didn't miss it. Well, he missed out on like 3 creeps. Yeah, that kind of suck. A little bit painful to then lose the bounty runes too. Tavo's even gonna run into Stinger there. He's gone, just instantly gone. Oh man. I thought they might need the arrow, but he was out of there.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of damage there. What do you think about Tavo going for this 1 point in the tree grab?
As a core, you need it for sure. It's
Yeah.
like the only way you can CS.
Okay.
Also, let them do that cheeky little lane pull thing. Mid lane, they're gonna look for an Aether Taunt into, and by an Aether Taunt, I mean a tornado into an arrow.
Mm.
Ooh.
Dire's middle
Wait,
tower
what?
is
He
under
denied the
attack.
rune.
Oh, I was gonna say, am I crazy? I just like panned up top and it wasn't there either. After I was looking bottom.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, he denied it. I heard him laughing. I just knew.
Yeah, there you
Here,
go.
down bottom, Tavo, avalanche, but they use the glyph afterwards. Hector's still taking some damage. They're gonna try and toss him away and keep Tavo alive. Arrow goes out, gonna land now onto the Lich, not taking the aggro from the tower though. And it looks like with this rotation over, dude, Hector is just like going all in on it.
It's like no damage without Desolate.
Yeah.
Like I think that guy has 0 armor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That was another instance of just like the support being spotted, gone. They had a ward in the lane too. That's like super aggressive, obviously, but good punish there. And they leave Tavo alone like that. So I saw the last tiny was a what was it? Blink into Veil.
Okay.
See if Tavo feels similarly. Could be a potential Silver Edge game with like Shadowblade and stuff too, as you were pointing out with the Spectre. So always a thought. Some players valuing it way more than others. And I have seen such a return to this Radiance at this point. I feel like every Spectre game I cast is Radiance, whereas like a week ago, I think I saw like 1 out of 50. We're back.
It's all back now. Tavo, the toss on the Stinger. Chase now down to Flea. He does have 3 leap charges though, so should be absolutely fine with this. Yeah, it seems pretty good. I think that like the Silver Edge also feels better on Tiny now, obviously with the Echo Saber change. But I still worry about that like mana cost of trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And plus, there's still the fact that like the magic amp is very good on the Tiny. That it's pretty hard to ignore that as a potential build option, especially when they rounded out their draft with that Void Spirit. So it kind of gave them like 3 good targets in like the Necrophos, the Lich, and the Void Spirit.
Yeah. That's true.
A core Tiny, you have pretty good blow up potential there.
Well, having some FPS issues. I will say that I noticed a little something on my side as well. Not sure if that was server side issues or what. But regardless, there's a TP that's going on up top. 40R wants to get involved.
Well, that's interesting and everything, but who did you spend your Arcana votes on?
Oh, I got the Witch Doctor.
All right, good. Everyone, come on.
You got to do it.
Don't pick these other heroes, guys. Come on. Like, let me just tell you what's gonna happen. Witch Doctor can beat Invoker. All right, this is the hardest one he has to face. If he beats Invoker, he can beat Spectre. Everyone, Spectre won the voice thing. No one cares about Spectre anymore. Everyone's getting a little bit mad about Spectre in the pubs. Whatever. The other side, it's Faceless Void versus Anti-Mage. Faceless Void will 100% probably win, I think. Okay, maybe that one's a little bit of a toss-up. I feel like the T-Rex will just like carry it.
Let me go back and see this real quick.
Yeah, and then they're gonna like people will start reposting all those like femme, and the Anti-Mage just got a persona too.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
That, right? Everyone's got all these female Faceless Void, you know, sex arts they like to post on the subreddit. Those will all start coming in hot. Yeah. Oh wait, am I in the wrong subreddit? Anyway, the Faceless Void is definitely gonna get the PR buff to take down Anti-Mage. We all know Anti-Mage is beating Sniper. Like, come on, nice try, ho.
It's the only hero that's not picked in Omega League with Meepo.
Boom.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, he's gonna do it, guys. Witch Doctor can take these heroes. Don't let Invoker win. He's got a persona. Bottom lane, Spectre's all alone. Oh, Hector, you better run.
He's out of there.
Zoom. Time to get yourself some raindrops, my good man.
God, that item is so good. I freaking love it. I buy that item at like 30 minutes into the game if I have like an empty slot.
It's the ultimate empty slot.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like, there used to be like this meme about like the stick is the empty slot. It's the raindrop.
Yo, 40R just chilled up here until Earth Spirit came up again.
Yeah.
Like, they are just bullying this top lane. I guess that this gives space for Flea to catch up a little bit too. This is nice.
And that is 2 charges now as well, though. They will punish or KJ. That's an easy kill.
I mean, I'll say that it's pretty surprising that he's been able to live this long as a Crystal Maiden. You know, that's his first death. Yeah.
Because they left the lane, I guess, eh?
Kind of interesting.
Maxing Aura. I mean, what's Invoker's mana right now? 6.9. Well, I guess
lane.
he's dead, so it's 8.4.
K1 bringing down Mr. Hector. They get the kill. 40R again on top of it. This is what they need to do.
So it's only 1.5 bonus mana regen at level 3. God, that's so bad. That doesn't even feel that good. Didn't it used to be like 4 or something crazy by max level?
Yeah, and you would get like 8 or something. But they changed the way that mana regen works, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that
like,
it ends up being similar. I could be wrong about that.
1.5. So like he already has. I guess maybe it's just not as effective in heroes, right? So Invoker's maybe not the best hero I should be comparing to.
Yeah.
I mean, it like doubles Tiny's mana regen, for example. So it definitely lets him lane a lot better.
Whisper again gonna get ran at, and Team Brazil just making move after move. They're gonna find themselves another one here. Stinger's going down as well.
Is it the high tempo of the Crystal Maiden Aura keeping them up?
I think so. Unironically, I'm down to.
That's actually quite good. I mean, Tavo has a clarity running right now. That gives him 9.2 as this Tiny.
Flea is still just taking no damage from Hector, but with the rotation coming in from Schofield, that's going to secure the kill.
And that's Flea's first death, but I still don't feel like he's had a major impact so far. I guess he helped secure some runes. He got the last 2 runes, so he's been doing stuff just more so quiet. No big like courier kills or anything. No big mid arrows.
Right.
Oh no! Now they have issues.
Well, and I guess the other thing about him is like he's level 7 right now before the tome.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well.
Because he got that he got like 3 or 4 waves when Invoker just like stayed top and got 2 kills. So like the fact that Invoker was able to kill the Necro and the Earth Spirit immediately after getting the Urn Boots, like I feel like that was a huge part of why this has been successful. Like maximum efficiency.
Yeah, and he's only 600 gold away from Spirit Vessel as well.
Yeah, that's
puts a lot of pressure on the Necrophos for the Dispel.
Well, another hero that's getting the pressure put on him. Chris Luck forced back yet again. They managed to kill his courier. Now going to go for the Tornado EMP combo as well as the Cold Snap. Everything coming together. The ulti immediately canceled. Great play by Schofield, so they're going to lose KJ. We got absolutely nothing out of that ulti. Now the roll in finds one, dust out afterwards onto 40R. But now the Omni Slash to turn this back around again. Got almost all the hits there. Flea shows back up. 3 down for 1. Dude, Team Brazil are killing it.
Yeah, that was a bit risky too because the Necro was still hanging around with the scythe, but using the Moonlight Shadow and just getting way in behind is so valuable at the start of the game when like less people are gonna have the detection ready, and you get one really good fight like that.
And this like heavy commitment right now too of just dropping down the healing ward and saying we're just gonna take your tower. Now immediately Chris Luck comes back in, wants to get on top of everybody. Cold Snap, Chain Frost bounces onto the creeps, hitting onto 40R a lot. They've already got the detection down for him. They will manage to find that 1 kill. Stinger getting bullied, but not enough for the kill. A bottle charge actually kept him alive there. Haunt comes out afterwards now, trying to find something out of all of this. Tower still ends up falling. It was a deny there, but they'll find the Reaper site. Not quite kill on Acostabile. He lives. They're going to bring down Whisper on the other side. Now Taunt pulls Flea back after the toss. A second fear. No more damage, but they did have the
giving it away.
And now Chris Luck, Tavo waiting for an overextension. He has Avalanche toss back up again in a second. They managed to find the stun. Trying to get an opening.
JJ, like, he predicted the Aether Taunt. That's why he didn't take the nice path home, right? He, like, kind of went into slightly dangerous territory. Nice.
And another Sunstrike afterwards.
The old level 1 Sunstrike.
Oh, my God. Well, when all is said and done, as they try and Avalanche toss Schofield, this fight has gone on for, like,
Omni might come back pretty soon. It's been 100 seconds.
That's insanity. You're gonna kill off Schofield. Okay, 21 kills in 13 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, our first kill was at 4, so there you go. We've had now, quick math, 9 minutes and 20 kills in 9 minutes.
Jeez.
Had to get out the calculator, you know.
That's good. Yeah. You know, we all.
Let's be honest. All right, Flea. Got the back ready. Arrow prepped. This Lich is looking for deep ward. Stinger. He's crazy.
He got one.
Is he gonna survive? Oh, this would be a perfect time for a pause. I vote he lives. He TPs out after Whisper dies. Oh, Chain Frost. Save my carry.
No, I think Stinger's dead too. Chain Frost? Okay.
Oh, what happened? That bounce?
Oh, excuse me. Flea's instead going to be the one that goes down afterwards. Mech, chased from Void Spirit, and dead. Damn, they brought everybody.
Oh, but wait, will Stinger live? The question remains.
Disarm 1-1. They go for the bigger target. Now Tomo coming in. Avalanche toss after the Yules. Cost to be like there afterwards. And does manage to go for the juke away. Trying to live, hiding on the other side. It was a good attempt, but not good enough.
I just want to point out that I said the Stinger would TP out, and upon realization now he actually has no TP. So,
But
very unlikely that my scenario could have. Had he had one, though.
Yeah, exactly. Omni Slash is available. He's thinking. Ooh, he wanted it.
Structures are fortified.
All right, well, Coach Relay has 1 drum charge left. This game has been complete madness. There's still 3 Spear Vessel charges. How close is Necropose to a Dispel? Not very, but it does have a hood, so that is going to help quite a bit.
What do you think about rebuying drum charges?
Really good in Aghanim's Labyrinth.
Okay.
That's
okay. How much is it?
I mean, who was it that was buying double drums? I saw some posts about that where people were buying multiple sets of drums because they were just so cheap.
Yeah.
That it's like it's almost better than just like buying another. Like then you just sell one of them and keep one with the higher charges.
Right.
You know, you burn through one first. Blah blah blah. I think Gork was doing it with someone else.
Wait. What did he do?
Like he bought 2 sets of drums.
Why?
Because there's insane stats. Like you think about like stacking rate bands or whatever, and it's just like you might as well just buy 2 sets of drums, spam all your drum charges in the first like 15-16 minutes, and then when you eventually want to replace something, you just sell one of your sets of drums, and then you still have drums with charges in like the mid game fights and the late game fights, and then like obviously later on you get rid of the other set of drums too. But it's actually not bad at all. Like when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. It reminds me, what else? People used to stack Tranquil Boots.
Oh, Tranquil Boots. Well,
right, that was another one.
Well, are you talking? You're not talking about the Pugna like 3 Tranquil Boots. You're talking about older version of stacking Tranquil Boots.
The Pugna 3 Tranquil Boots. I forgot about that. I think I'm thinking of the Tranquils and the arcade boots. But anyway, that was a good one too.
Chain Frost.
That makes me want to cube a game of Pugna right now.
Exactly.
Triple Tranquil Boots.
But I guess that's the thing to me that like, yeah, I'm curious just because it feels like it's really value on Jug too.
Dude, it was treads that people were stacking. I remember now.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Everybody finds these items that are bizarre and just it ends up working, as they will kill Schofield there, yeah. Well played.
It just takes like the general consensus to accept it, and suddenly it's not crazy anymore. But if you were to do it, it's just like, are you kidding me? Like, that's an instant report.
Exactly. No, it's true, and it's. I think a lot of it is just you have to keep in mind the mental like capabilities of your teammates and like keeping them motivated to play well, right? And if you don't do that, then you could lose the game for other reasons.
You know what I always like doing was, because I know one of the other reasons people think it's broken is that people think that wind laces aren't supposed to stack, because they're not. But once you put it into an item, you can buy another wind lace. For some reason, people seem to think that multiple wind lace sources of movement speed should never stack, but that's not how it works. Like, I remember when Nyx had one of the movement speed talents, you could go like Tranquils, wind lace, drums, wind lace, Yules, wind lace, Solar Crest, wind lace, and it's just like super fast.
Yeah, just scooting around. It's those little interactions are always like what the min max is for these pros as well.
But Now that we've had a long, quiet time to talk about multiple drums, that was convenient.
Right.
We now push into actual objectives. We move into the state of the game where people will probably start contesting Roche pretty soon, as well as we're finding that round of like dispel items.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, get out of there, buddy.
Yeah. Quick and easy jump away, but
Tavo has that blink though.
Oh, this is scary. Yeah, I don't think that they really want to go here. This is a little bit too spooky.
I kind of wondered if he would go
Radiant's
hype this
bottom
game on
tower is
Tavo,
under
but
attack.
I don't know if I'm convinced. This is good. There's a lot of magic damage. It's like such a good item versus Earth Spirit, but I also still feel like they kind of want like more damage right now. It's just straight up reliable.
Yeah, it feels like it could be like a flea item potentially, but it's going to be a while. I wonder if it's more valuable to go pipe than Guardian Greaves.
Well, it's more valuable to go pipe when your allies has Guardian Greaves.
Chase in. They find right at the start 40-yard tornado trying to keep him alive. And they got dust available. They're going to run down the Invoker, kill him off. On the other side, though, KJ also goes down. So quick kills coming out from side of Beast Coast.
And that now puts the Haunt on CD. Can they do anything, and do they want to do anything? They might want to try an Omni play. Wow, is this Yasha done already? Yeah, Yasha's actually done right now. Hector. So his Manta is going to come very fast. How many Spirit Vessel charges? We got 3 left. They might only get like 2 more fights before he uses Manta.
Yeah, they absolutely need the pipe. Like, thinking about it with the Radiance now as well. It's like mega important. Finding Whisper again, looking for that arrow, waiting, pump faking, backing away. Same time, Flea is taking a lot of this farm, and he does have the Guardian Greaves now.
Yeah, they need plays like right now, or I think they're in big trouble. I think they need a larger lead at 25 minutes than like 1 or 2K.
Yeah.
I think they need to have like shut down a lot of this area of the map for Hector to farm on, and right now he just looks very pleased on Spectre. There's that Yules on the Necrophos.
Ooh.
It's a self-dispel ult.
4-man tosses Flea instead. A little bit weird. Chain Frost gonna bounce a little bit. They get the Reaper's Scythe off. Flea didn't manage to get anything. Oh no. And now the chase down Invoker is dead afterwards as well. Actually a buyback from the Earth Spirit to chase down the rest of them. Great play from Schofield as he gets the slow silence onto 2 Omni Slash bounces. Simulate, bringing down Stinger very low. He's gonna die. Now close to Belay will eventually be able to get the TP out, but everyone else ends up falling.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be completely free this game, right? I mean, until the Abyssal's out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these neutered heroes of Lich and Necrophos not able to cancel spin TP anymore.
Costabile, though, he TP'd bottom to push the wave. They know he's here.
At the very least, they don't have scan, or that could be kind of dangerous.
Dire's middle tower
He's just going to run away now. Damn, that was crazy.
Wow, I'm surprised both teams have all their neutral items. How much we've been front. I guess we had that little period where everyone was saying neutral creeps just before that fight broke out, so that's why they got picked up pretty fast.
I love that.
We got the best ones. We got Vampire. Wow, we got really tanky ones on the Dire. They got the Nether Shawl, the Dragon Scale, the Essence Ring, and the Vambrace. That is crazy. That's like all straight up tank ability items.
I wonder if it's worth it to take the Nether Shawl for Tavo. Okay, so he's actually switching back to go to Echo Saber after the casual cloak. So is Flea going to be going for pipe then? He's going. They're just not going to get a pipe. Wow.
I would honestly, with the state that they're in, I kind of agree that he needs like items. I don't think like pipe is a game winner right now. It's like a lose slower item.
Okay.
He needs to be ready to like scale because they're not going to win this game fast.
Yeah.
And that eventual like still that he talked about is still a nice opportunity, an option for him.
A jump forward. Void Spirit. Yeah, KJ's just food at this point.
A minor correction.
They can't fight without BKB Invoker because he's just going to get silenced by a Void Spirit and they just die.
Yeah, his item progression on 40R has really suffered. I mean, he's still... it's just really hard right now. He needs that BKB. He's had it queued up for so long, it feels like.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
Tough
is
stuff.
under attack.
The plus side is that they do still have a fairly farmed
Dire's
Mirana.
top tower is under attack.
And Flea, you know, level 14, about to get into that next talent. Actually hasn't taken any talents yet. Takes down the tower, though. That's pretty nice.
You know what I do like is Stinger getting this veiled as well. Putting it on a position 5 after all the changes to it and how cheap it is now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah. It's kind of perfect for a Lich, right? Like you want to sort of run into the middle of the fight anyway. Just make sure you get your ulti off. Don't really care if you die.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I wonder if we're gonna start seeing more and more of that. Position 5 Veil.
Dire's top tower.
Really nice movement art spirit.
Take us.
I mean, it just means you have to give up the save item though, which of course can cause some problems.
Tavo making the move over here, is looking for a pick off with the DD, but Earth Spirit not going to give him an opportunity, just staying high ground, knowing, like, that to me is like such a smart play, right? Like, you know that they're going to be down here looking
Radiant's
for a kill.
Middle tower is under attack.
Just deny it to him.
Well, at least the Radiant aren't really getting anything else on the rest of the map right now. The lead, I believe, is dwindling a little bit right now. They seem to be farming faster than the Dire. They will lose poor KJ.
Over and over.
Nice steal, Schofield.
Step aside.
I'd like to see it. He did take the rolling boulder distance. He's going Aghanims next on Earth Spirit. All right, let's go.
The self kick brought in the recent patch.
This will hasten my footfalls.
2,000 gold lead, but as we know, the Spectre can become more and more of a problem as the game goes on. Right now, has the Radiant's Manta done, looking for the Scotty next, and Beast Coast are on the move. They're ready to battle. Roll in, finding one. They do have the silence afterwards. Costabile has the spin. Fear on the other side. 40R, that's the BKB reveal. Okay, a chance and opportunity. They're going to kill off KJ. The sentence we're going to hear more and more often. Avalanche toss, Tavo onto him, throws him to the side though. Omni Splash afterwards. It's bouncing on the illusions. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, and a lot of pain. Schofield is going to be the only one that goes down as of yet, but they might be able to find more.
They were so close to getting Chris Luck too.
Yeah, that's painful. Stinger's going to get ran down here eventually. They get the combo off, but that's just the two supports, and really well played by Beast Coast just to disengage perfectly.
The Haunt did get used though, and they still have Moonlight Shadow. They can maybe move out here. The Radiant are scanning and questioning if they're in the pit, and they are in fact correct.
Okay.
This Jug bringing in 2,000 gold. We have Scythe, we have Yules. No Haunt though. Yeah, they cannot fight this. They won't be here in time.
All right.
Very big grab for Team Brazil. They needed this. Be down at this point to the Spectre lineup is a very concerning situation.
So with this Aegis, I mean, if Beast Coast have Haunt, do you still think that they could fight into it if they needed to? I guess there's no pressure up for them though.
They can, but the 5-man is like, it's very strong when you don't really have any AoE moves on the side of Beast Coast, right? Their only AoE is like Earth Spirit stuff, but that's all just pure damage. Earth Spirit doesn't really offer like group control anymore besides the slope. He doesn't have that big AoE stun. Just they go right onto Stinger.
Okay.
Can't get him though.
Tornado afterwards. He's dead. Oh, Hector though. Okay, they want to turn this back around. 40R gets Scythe, but there was no damage. BKB trying to run away, trying to live. Well, KJ's still able to back out of there. He's going to be able to go for the jump. Chain Frost bounces a couple of times between Flea. They're not really able to stay on a target yet. See him the only one dead, but now taking down 40R. That's a big kill for them. Tavo afterwards falls as well. And Juggernaut just wasn't even in the fight.
I think he probably should just keep right around the Invoker. I thought that maybe his teammates actually had a chance, but yeah, that was definitely a just get out of here play. So they still have the Aegis, and Kosuke is able to continue the pressure up the top lane. Has some threat as well, even onto Hector, who does just find the Telescope.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The quality Lich item.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They kick him away. Gonna save a life for a moment. See a multi going out. Okay, good control, but the step away. Arrow goes out, not gonna land.
Dire's
Gonna
middle
get that
tower
D-ward
is under
immediately.
attack.
Well, I don't like the Crystal Nova maxing over the Frostbite this game.
No.
Like, if you were going to max Aura first, that's whatever to me, but I feel like they needed that Frostbite. I feel like there have been several times in these fights, especially in the earlier fights, where the lockdown would have been so good to try and slow down Chris Luck, because he's narrowly surviving several times, and they just have no way to give Flea an arrow.
Right.
Like, 3 seconds is crazy. That's a very long time.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think that it's definitely a tough situation for the CM no matter what. There's tons of heroes on this line. Like, that was his first CM ulti that he really got off anyways. It's like, it just doesn't feel like it's a good game for him no matter what. I guess that's what you get when you get, like, the second pick CM.
Yeah.
It's been tough. But towards the mid lane, they do have Haunt available still. Lich nearby the Spectre. And Avalanche Toss gonna land. Schofield, Haunt comes out afterwards to interrupt, trying to go onto Tavo, see if they can blow him up. Omni Slash, again, not really bouncing on the heroes they needed to at all. A disarm comes out as Kostabile tries to run away and will be able to get his escape. The arrow! And then into the kill with the EMP. He just had to sit there and watch it happen to him. Silence. Tries to go for a Frost Blast. Frostbite, rather. Fear pulls back in the Juggernaut. That's the Aegis down. Arrow gonna land now onto the Necrophos. Taunted off to the side. Fleet trying to bring down Chris Luck. Can they do it in time? They will. The Nova gets the kill. Still KJ gonna get ran down and finished off. Whisper trying to stay alive against Kostabile. Another arrow lands. That's 3 in the fight. But there is no follow-up afterwards. Kicking 40R back into the fight. The silence afterwards. Man, Schofield's been playing a hell of an Earth Spirit.
Yeah, his buybacks are very good, too. He understands when it's totally worth on this hero. This is a true one-item hero in my book. Like, I like the Yules first. I don't mind the BKB first. I think you just pick one for Earth Spirit, and then if your team needs you for the fight, you buy back every time.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Man.
Well, that creates a 6K lead now as the Spectre continues to amassing a mass of
Yeah, I like it, man.
basically Catholic. I don't know. We have the Orbit Destruction as well. Quality. Does the bounty runes pop up?
They were a little bit late on getting that outpost, so you will get a little bit of experience on the side of Team Brazil, but, I mean, everything is just going so well right now for Beast Coast that doesn't feel like it's the biggest issue in the world.
I bet you thought Kostabile's Omni Slashes couldn't possibly get any worse. But now there's a Lotus Orb as well on Whisper that he has to watch out for. So all these illusions, Lotus Orb, that's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Well, we should be clear, not worse as in his decision to use them, but worse in terms of. Well, yeah, okay. Okay.
He's forced to chuck them out, and it's a combination of like high risk Omni Slashes with good defensive options being there for Beast Coast.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely. But yeah, that Lotus. Oof. I'll have to see. You know, is there a hero that like is a better Juggernaut as far as Omni Slashes goes? Like, if you Lotus Orb somebody, they'll do more damage than the Jug does with Omni. I'm trying to think with like mechanic wise how that would work.
I don't know how that all works.
Because
I have no idea.
It's based upon attack speed and then like obviously
but,
modifiers as well.
Like if you do it to a PA, like can she just like crit like crazy? Because I feel like I've never seen that.
Right. Well, it doesn't increase attack speed, right? So it'd be based upon the PA's attack speed. Oh, it does bonus attack speed, 40%.
Gives you bonus attack speed.
Whoops, never mind. Then yeah, it should, but it's only 40.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I feel like I don't know. I've never seen a PA like triple crit AOE like clear or something down a whole team, so I don't know how that one functions for sure.
I'm gonna do some testing in between games, I think, and check it out. I'm interested.
That's why I love Dota, man.
Yeah.
There's an endless wall of minutia that you kind of still need to know as a caster, because you want to be able to be like, oh, well, if they were to Lotus Orb the PA.
Push up the glasses.
Hey, look, KJ's dead, guys. No. Wow, he doesn't even stay around. Oh, he got cocky.
They haunted. Oh, for the other side. Trying to take down 40R. All right, maybe that was still a little bit bold.
He's got Basher. He can't TP.
Run. Dude, this guy. 40R has had a struggle game. Gets scythe at the end.
Whoo. I miss Necrophos eggs. The ultimate you don't get to play item. Like, oh god.
Radiant's top tower is under
No,
attack.
not allowed to buy back when scythe.
With refresher, right?
Oh, it was good. It was so brokenly stupid.
Yeah, that was the real dream.
Thank you for removing that ice rock. I mean, I can miss it. I miss watching it happen in pro games. I do not miss playing against it.
Yeah, I mean, even just the cooldown reduction to me, I felt like was a big like boon. You know?
Yeah, that's even weird to think about how it doesn't make it like. I mean, it was crazy short. It was like way too short.
Yeah. Well,
All right, well, we're high ground. It's a 10k lead. Invoker's dead. Invoker's thinking, oh, do I buy back here, guys? Probably. Can we fight them, guys?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Really tough. Very difficult to make it work. He is going to buy back now. CM ulti. Hector under control. No, the freaking Lotus. Oh, God, the runaway. Still living. Now, K1 Hector trying to back out of there. They get the full combo out. Whisper, taunt, pulls back in onto Tabo. Trying to find the finish. He's disarmed, taking some damage. Sunstrike does some pretty decent DPS there onto Chris Luck.
Still alive, though. All right, Whisper's dead.
Whisper,
He's going to run in.
you donezo.
So they all need the Lotus Orb, didn't they?
That's what it looked like. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Stinger? Dang, it's caught. I couldn't quite tell. I thought it looked like it, but then like everything went wild for a second.
Yeah, I couldn't find Spectre. I don't know where she went, but she was.
Radiant are scanning.
She got out of there.
Meanwhile, Haunt to turn it. Oh, God. The pain.
He really is having the worst game.
Oh,
It just feels so bad.
poor guy. Now they find themselves flea it again. Supposed to be like, no Omni, but he can't just punch people. He can't just spin if he wants. Oh, but it's not going to happen. And he's dead too. And they give him the tip. Unreal. 4 dead, no buyback for any of them. And I mean, I don't know. This is just gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, they've got I mean, the guy's buying a Kaya and Sanj. He knows they've won.
Who is?
Chris Luck.
Oh, okay.
The GG item I've ever seen.
It sounds kind of cool on him. I kind of like it.
There's a bunch of heroes where you're just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so cool, and then you're like, what if he just bought like BKB though? And you're like, ah, nah, I want a Kaya Sanj.
You get status resistance.
Yeah, 4,100 gold.
Dire are scanning.
Actually, more expensive than just buying BKB.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair.
But yeah, I mean, I agree, it's a cool item.
Well, Earth goes down.
And look, he just gets the Aegis, so there you go. That's why he can do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, team.
BKB? Who needs
Coward's
BKB?
item.
Exactly.
That's why it's colored yellow. Are you yellow?
Well,
Yellow-bellied sap sucker.
Right?
Buying your BKB.
That is, it just sounds bad. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. It just doesn't sound good. He's 25 on the Void Spirit now. 26 actually, so the Astral Step crit. Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky.
Nice, nice.
Any other big levels that we got up here? Spectre 25, do you take the Haunt? No. I want that talent to be good.
There's so many talents like that where I'm just like, but could it be good?
Yeah. It's just not.
Yeah.
Like, very much not. Well, this game feels very much in the wheelhouse of Beast Coast to be able to completely dominate. Now the question is, do we have a way for Team Brazil to hold off here? Get the silence, Manta afterwards, turnaround silence, tornado out. Go to dodge that one and the EMP.
They're trying the Silver Edge plays. If only Tavo could give him the extra.
Oh, Tavo down very low. He is going to die. No buyback for him. Only the Juggernaut has buyback on this team as they kill off the Mirana as well. Goes to Bile. Ready for round 2 here. Chain Frost going to bounce only twice. Chris Luck jumps through, hits on to KJ, pulls him back in with the taunt. There's going to be the Sunstrike, but to simulate, finishes off KJ. This poor fella here. Taunton pulling back in. Kostabile trying to run through. Yule Scepter living.
He's not assimilate.
Dude, Chris Luck is a monster. Look at this guy. Reaper Scythe afterwards onto 40 yard. They get the Omni Slash out, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. They managed to find the taunt as he comes out of the Omni.
Oh, there it is.
GG called. Impressive showing from Beast Coast.
Yeah, they did pretty well in Team Brazil. Like the start of the game.